Hello and welcome back to the MoldyWorm gaming channel. My name is MoldyWorm41975 and in today's video we are, well, quite clearly playing some Farming Sim 19. This is the third episode of our Let's Play series. If you haven't seen the first two episodes, we streamed the first episode and the second episode was quite a long video. We did our first harvest. So we harvested the crop and baled it and such. So today is going to be a bit of an interesting video. I don't really know what we're going to be doing in this video. But since you saw me last time, or since you saw the last episode, if you saw the last episode, there has been some changes to the farm. One of the changes, as you can see, is it's quite obvious. We've got some chickens now on the farm. So I noticed over here, if we just go over to the farmhouse, you could buy some chickens. So these are sort of like the transport thingy. And I noticed that all these planters around the farm, and I sort of noticed this area and I was like, oh yeah, we'll have some chickens, because it's like sort of free food, I think. I don't actually know what we feed the chickens. I'm guessing it's corn. But then they give you some eggs, so I thought, well, it's a little bit of extra money, so yeah. But then I didn't realise this gate is actually permanently open, like you can't shut it, and the chickens just sort of walk around the farm freely, which is kind of cool. I quite like that. It's a nice little touch, but you've got to be careful you don't run over them. You can't actually kill them because your tractor just sort of like goes through them, but I like to be realistic and try not to run over them. So we've got a load of different colours. There are actually two roosters. Here's one of the roosters. There's another one somewhere, I don't know. They just sort of wander around on their own. So that's the first little change. The second sort of thing you might have noticed as we were walking around, the pickup, it's now red. I was not so keen sort of on the black. It was a bit boring, so I decided to switch it up. I've gone for some international red, and I think it looks quite nice. And you might notice in the back as well, I've also got rid of the fifth wheel. There's the rooster actually. And we've also got a new trailer, and the reason I decided to get rid of the fifth wheel and the fifth wheel trailer was because the first reason was because that trailer was a lot more expensive than this trailer. So that was 9 grand to sell it, and this trailer was only 4 grand. So I decided to sell the fifth wheel trailer and buy this one just to make a little bit of money. But that trailer was actually dead small. It was a really small trailer, and this one is actually pretty big. So I couldn't actually fit a tractor on the other one, but I can quite easily fit a tractor on this one. And it's also a little bit wider, so it's a lot better. It's a lot better trailer. I'm not actually going to hitch it up here, but that is another little change to the farm. I'm trying to think what other changes we've got. There is actually another really big change which I'm going to show you in just a moment, but today I think what we're mainly going to be doing is selling the crop, the crop that we have left in this silo. We are going to be selling that. There is actually another change up here, a little change I want to just show you. You might remember from the first episode, or even from the second episode, there was like a silo thing here, and I couldn't actually figure out what the silo thing was. Well, I went on the sort of garage menu, so I went on here, and I actually noticed that that was a sellable thing, and it was literally just a silo, like our silo down here. It was just a grain silo. Well, I figured we've got this silo, so it didn't really make sense to have another silo, and if this silo actually gets full, then we can just upgrade it for a bigger one. So I don't know if there's a way to check how much stuff we've got in our silo. Silos owned. Oh, you can actually see on the top row in yellow It actually just tell you here how much we've got of each of those things. You can see our wheat, we've actually almost filled the wheat, so we've got quite a lot of wheat that we need to sell. What I'm going to try and do is I'll sell some sort of like off screen. I'll cut those bits out because it's going to be boring for you guys, but then I'm going to rent a big semi truck and come and sell the rest because that's just easier and it's quicker. So there's a few other changes. Another big change is right here. This sort of like road bit here, I actually painted this with the sort of new like map tool creator thing. What is it actually called? Landscaping tool. With the landscaping tool I sort of made this road here. It goes all the way to the main road there. There was a little sort of road here, but I've made it bigger. And then we've got the bit that goes to the field there, and we've also got this bit that goes like along here, so we don't have to go all the way around anymore. There are a couple of trees in the way, like this one. I tried to cut them with a chainsaw and they won't cut. I don't know why. So we'll have another go in a minute, otherwise I might have to get the tree feather on them, but I don't know whether we can cut the trees with that, but we'll see. If I can't get rid of them, I can't get rid of them, but like this one here, it's not too bad, but I'd just like to get it out of the way. But yeah, so I made this road, and then we come to my second, this is like the biggest feature, the new biggest feature. We've got a bunker silo now. So this is a nice big new bunker silo here that we can fill with grass, and as you can see from the mini-map in the bottom left corner, we do actually own this field now, field 40, and it was already full of grass, so that was already really good. I don't really want to go and flatten all the grass, but as you can see, this whole area here, field 40 on the map, is full of grass. So we need to sort of save up for some hay timing equipment or some silaging equipment, basically both. We need mowers and all that sort of stuff, and then we can actually fill the bunker silo up. So that is basically our contingency plan. We're going to be saving up for that. As you can see in the top right, we've only got £2,000, so we don't have much money. After I sort of got this bunker silo and painted some bits and changed some bits, we didn't really have a whole lot of money left. So I think it looks good though. We've got this nice big turning circle area here that I sort of like painted concrete, so it's like a big concrete pad, and I put this like fence sort of around it. It's not great, but I think it looks alright. It'll do for now. And then the bunker silo is like sort of dug into the ground. I think it looks alright. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Another thing, I had a little explore around the map myself, and I actually discovered where a few things are. So I know this is now for the horses. I know that. I know this is for the horses. I've also had a look at the sheep pen, so I know where that is now. That's actually just over that direction, near them trees over there. And I know where the cow pen is. That's actually just behind us, over near field 40. It's just over there. So everything is nice and close to the farm. Field 40 is going to remain full of grass. That's going to be for hay timing. Field 30 and field 31, which are the two nearest the farm, they're both going to be for crop. So we're going to be sort of continuing with that. Don't run over the chickens. We're going to be continuing with the crop. As you can see, I've not actually planted it up again because I've not really had much time, and as I'm recording this video, my Wi-Fi has gone down in the house because it was struck by lightning. That is generally not an excuse. We had thunder and lightning the other night, and it struck the aerial thing and fused the box, so basically I have no Wi-Fi. But luckily, Farming Sim 19 does not require Wi-Fi if you want to play on single player, so yeah, I can still make this video for you, but it won't actually be uploaded till I have Wi-Fi again. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that. We're not going to fill up the wheat because that's just going to take forever. I'm going to go and sell the rest of these. Like, literally, we've got not much in some of these. There's like 39 barley. I'm probably not even going to bother with that because, yeah, it's not very much. But some of these have actually got quite a bit in. So I'll go and sell all these, and then once we've got enough money to rent a semi-truck, I will show you selling the wheat. So we'll fill this up first with some oats, and we could actually use this for the horses, but we don't have any horses because they take oats, the horses, in case you're wondering. I just wanted to see whether the chickens do. It doesn't look like the chickens have oats. I'm guessing the chickens would have corn, because I mean that's what chickens eat. So I'll go and sell this now, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So guys, we are back now at the farm. I was going to show you guys me delivering all of the stuff, all of the crops, but I just thought it would be a bit boring, so I decided to cut that part out for you. And if we actually have a look on here, you can see now we've got nothing left on here. We've got 7,000 litres of I think that's wheat left. I think I just found that in the combine, so I've just dumped that in there for now. I couldn't be bothered to take that. We did end up with quite a lot of money. I can't remember how much specifically, but what I've gone ahead and done, I'm going to turn around in a minute for you, is if we go on here, I have leased a few items, as you can see here, and if I actually just turn around, you can see behind me those tools. These two things here, the windrower and the tedder, I've bought those, and the mowers, I've bought those as well. But this tractor and the chopper, I've decided just to rent those, obviously because we couldn't afford them. But I needed a powerful tractor to do both mowers, and neither of ours were powerful enough. I was going to show you me buying them on the store, but again, it took me about half an hour to decide which equipment I wanted, and it would just be pointless you guys watching me. So basically what we're going to be doing for the remainder of this video is some forage harvesting, silaging basically. I'm going to I'm going to jump in the tractor right here, and we're going to just do the first part of the field ourselves because it's a bit complicated for the guy here to do, and then we're going to set him off doing it on his own. So we'll actually just go ahead and lower that mower and lower that mower. And we'll turn that mower on, and we will turn that mower on. I'm aware that it's not cut right back there. Scream at me in the comment sections if you want to. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. I'm just going to go around this corner like this. I'm not going to get too close to the edge because it makes it really hard to pick up later. You'll see what I mean when we get to that. It's not the easiest thing. I'm just going to go once or twice around the edge to do that, and then we're going to set off a worker, and then we're going to follow it probably with the windrower because we don't need to dry it out with the tedder because we're making silage. Also, you can see we are cutting it in the evening, which is when you should cut grass. So I've tried to do this as realistically as possible. I hope it's coming off like that for you guys. I'll speed it up as well. Once we've got round once, I will speed it up for you with some music, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase the mower sort of thing off, because we've not really done that yet. So we're just coming up to our first lap right now. I'm going to set a worker off on the mower. He's probably going to bollocks my mowing up, to be honest with you. So if I go now and hire a worker, will he... Let's see where he goes. He might miss this bit out just here. Will he go straight? If he gets to the end here and turns around, that's fine. That last bit there I can fill in myself. What's he going to do? Is he going to turn around here? If he does the majority of the field, I'll be fine with that. I can finish this last bit off on my own. I think he's just going to turn around, so he's going to keep going like that. So we've got a worker on the mower. I'm just going to let him finish the field up, and then we're going to jump on the windrower and get this all rowed up nicely, ready for silaging. So I'll speed it up for you guys now, and I'll put some nice music on for you as well. Okay guys, so we're just coming to the end of the run there. Yeah, the work is just finished for us there. That's absolutely super. He did miss a couple of spots, so I'm just going to go back and get those quickly. Just make sure that we've got all of the grass down, and also the bit to my left that he didn't cut at all. So yeah, there's just a couple of bits here. We'll just do it with the front mower because it's small enough, so there's no point just using, there's no point using the whole mower. We can just go with the front like this. Could actually miss a bit. There we go. There's just this little bit here. I don't know why, but it wouldn't quite go to the end for some reason. And there was just a little bit here, but I think this was me, actually. A little bit here. Yeah, that will do right there. And then there is just the little bit over here. So we do actually need to there we go. We just need to get this little bit. This bit was already here. The field was planted up with grass, so it just looks like one big field, but because the worker is only designed well, is only like programmed to cut the field. It won't cut this part, but it seems stupid just to waste this bit of grass. So it's only a little bit, and I can quite easily, as I'm doing now, just go back at the end and get it. It's not a big deal. It's a shame we can't get the worker to do it. We could plough it and make it into part of the field, and then I think the worker will do it, but it's just a faff, and honestly it's no big deal. It's taking me like a minute to do this little bit of grass here, so it's not a big deal. We can just do that, and there we go, and that is wonderful right there. So we've mown the grass now. There is this little bit here, but I'm just going to leave that because we don't need to get all the grass. It's not like a big thing. We'll just go ahead and ditch. Actually, we can just leave these on here for now. It's not a big deal. And we're going to just put the windrower on the fence over here. That's why I brought it over here. So we'll just start this up. We're going to go ahead and row this up now, ready for the harvester, and then I was going to get a pickup trailer and do it that way, but I thought I've never had a go with the self-propelled choppers in this game, so I wanted to have a go with one of them, and we can just blow it into the trailer that we already have. So in case you're wondering, that is what we're going to be doing. Just going to be using the chopper to blow it into a normal trailer. I think you can get silage trailers in this game, but we're just going to use the grain trailer. It's not a big deal. It can cart silage, so yeah. So I'll do maybe one lap around the field for you so you can see the windrower in action, and then I will just speed it up again as I did with the mowing. It didn't actually take that long. It was about sort of 10 minutes in real time, something like that, but it's just easier for you guys. It's pointless just watching the whole thing. You can just watch it faster. I'm sure you guys know where I'm coming from, but I'll do a lap round just so you can see it working in real time, and then I'll go ahead and speed it up for you so you can still watch it. You can skip it if you want to. But yeah, there is a smaller windrower than this that is actually cheaper, and it's basically one of the I don't know what you'd call them, fans or blades. It's just one of them, and it basically pushes all the grass to one side, sort of how these work, but imagine that one of them wasn't there. That's how that one works, but I find it really awkward to use, so I decided to go with this double one because it just pushes it all into the middle, and yeah, it's just a little bit easier to use. It's a bit harder to maneuver, I will say that, because it's on the well, it's not actually on the pickup hitch, it's on the 3-point linkage, but it acts as though it was on the pickup hitch. It acts like a trailer, which does make it a little bit hard to maneuver. The smaller one is actually just on the 3-point linkage, so you can just pick it up and move it around. It's a lot easier, but yeah, it's not a big deal. We've got a nice big area over here to store all our equipment. I might get a shed over here so this equipment can just stay here, because we're only really going to be using it on this field for now, so it makes sense just to keep it over here. But yeah, I'll go ahead and speed this up now for you guys, and yeah, we'll be back once we finish this field. Okay guys, we're just coming to the end now again of the worker there. I'm just going to dismiss him and we'll actually throw on some lights because it's getting a bit darker now. Again, we've just got that little bit to finish up. The worker just doesn't like to go over this bit, so we'll just do it ourselves. It's no big deal. As you saw with the mowing, it took us like a minute to do, so yeah. And then we're going to jump in the chopper, do some late night chopping, and then yeah, we're going to finish up for this episode. It's going to be a fairly short episode, but I wanted to have a go with the sort of grass side of farming sim quite early on, so we've got that sorted. I think next episode I want to dive into the cows because that is a good way to make some money, so we'll definitely jump into that. I'm aware some of these lines are going to be a bit like wonky, but that doesn't really matter. As long as we can follow them with the chopper, then that will be fine. And any little bits of grass like that we miss, I'm not overly concerned about that. So we've got a few decent lines there with the chopper. Now ordinarily what you would do is you would have one person driving the chopper and then a separate another person with the trailer next to them, and the chopper would blow it into the trailer. But since I don't have any of my friends online at the moment, what we're going to do is tow the trailer with the chopper and just blow it directly into the trailer, because it's just the easiest way. So we'll just turn that off, but I'll leave the lights on. It can be our light for now. So we'll jump in this and we'll go and find the trailer. I just want to check that we can, yeah, we can attach a trailer to this. That's good. I'll put the lights on. Whoa, it's very difficult to drive. So we're just going to attach the trailer directly, and then the pipe at the back will, it basically locks onto the trailer automatically. So if we turn, it will just continue to stay positioned over the trailer. So all we have to do is just worry about making sure we can hit the line basically. Right, so we'll pipe out again. We'll get to the start of this row right here. There we go, and then if we turn, oops, that's not what I want to do. If we unfold that and then lower it and turn it on, yes, that's perfect. So you can see now that that is filling up with grass in the trailer now. We're at 20% already, so it is going to fill up pretty quickly. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of late night silaging. This is actually when you should do silaging at night time, because the sugar concentration in the grass is at its highest. So for any of you keen observers that are farmers, you will probably know that, or even if you're not a farmer, you might know that. And wow, that is our trailer already full. So yeah, I'm gonna go and dump this at the silo, and then once we've done that, we will whoa, got a big tank stopper there. I will just go ahead and speed it up for you guys again, so you can still see what we're doing, but yeah, it will just be a bit faster for you watching. Okay guys, so we're just coming on to the last little bit again. That corner was a bit annoying. I also discovered that it wasn't that the machine couldn't tip it, it's because I wasn't selecting the trailer. So the little like machine selection thing in the top left above the like controls menu, I had to make sure that I selected the trailer. If you didn't select the trailer, it wouldn't let you tip it. Once I figured that out, it was fine. So you will have seen the last couple of times I was able to tip it with the machine. So that's what that was all about. Yeah, I did actually manage to get it in the end. I'm a little bit incompetent, but there we go. This is our last trailer. It's actually only half a trailer full. We've got quite a bit of grass in there. We've got over I can't remember whether it was over 100,000 or whether it was over 1,000,000 litres in here. I think it was just 100,000. Yeah, it's 120,000 litres of grass, which is quite a lot of grass. Not that much for a silage pit, but it is a lot of grass. We definitely need to get a buck rake, then we can you know, push all that grass together into a nice little heap, and also compact it down, because the compression at the moment is only 8%. We have got a nice big heap here, but that will squash right to the back. We get a nice buck rake on here on the tractor, and this will soon squash down. So after a couple more harvests, we can fill this silage pit up a bit more, and then we can definitely go ahead and blanket it. So yeah, I might do a few more harvests of grass off screen, but that is going to be it for this episode. We have we've got some new equipment. I'm not going to be sending this back to the shop. We're going to keep these leased items for now, because we're probably going to need them quite a bit. It just saves us having to buy them. We got some new machines. We have got some grass down. We mowed the grass, rode it up and put it in the pit. I've shown you guys all of the new features of the farm. So next episode I would like to get into the cows, maybe get a feed wagon and start all of that off. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss any of our brand new episodes. And also, if you think your friends will enjoy this, then make sure you share it with them. But with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next episode.